Good morning, Maxi. Maxi, it is Saturday. I guess why I'm doing this is because I felt a little bit like I felt bad sending that WhatsApp link, and I guess it's just so frustrating because like over here in America, I feel like my friends and family don't really understand that much, in the sense of, when I was in college and I went to that private Christian school, it was rated as the #1 most culturally diverse Christian school in America. So typically in the United States, a lot of religious institutions or higher education that is tied to a religion, basically usually their population is pretty monoethnic, so very white, middle class, so people who they're able to have a private education because they can afford it. So that's kind of the environment that most schools are, except for mine was very different. I mean, it was only about a 40-minute drive from New York City, so we had a huge African American population and just people coming from different economical backgrounds and things like that. I guess what I'm trying to say is I learned from being able to meet so many amazing people from all over the world that things just aren't the same, and there is something called cultural intelligence, which is being able to not only combine your IQ and your EQ, like your emotional intelligence, but also your CQ, your cultural intelligence. So combining what you know about the world and what you know about people, and being able to look through another person's eyes and understand if they were, what's just going on in their context, I guess. And from the start, from the moment, I mean, the only reason that I was willing to email a random person is because I really truly did believe you. And I've met so many people whose life is not like all the other people around me, and you just learn to appreciate and really connect with other people's suffering and the differences of life. And so I just wanted to tell you that I really don't care about a telephone call. I just I just feel so weird, and I guess I wish, not wish, but I want to tell you that, and I get afraid. I'm like but every time I read an email from you, it's like you say the same things back to me that I'm feeling, in the same words, and it's just really I guess I have a hard time, really believing it, and maybe you do too. But it's like my whole life, all I ever wanted was one person who I could love and give my all to, and I tried to better all the lives of the people around me, and it's just hard to believe that I could finally find someone who is just so amazing, and who literally my heart feels like it's set on flame. And it's hard to describe that to people because they're like, well, have you FaceTimed, have you talked on the phone, have you done this and done that? And I'm like, well, no, but these feelings are so real. It really feels supernatural, or cosmic, just like the world and the planets aligning or things falling into place. And I just can't wait for you to be here, and I really want to do everything that I can in my power. I was texting my grandma last night, actually, and I sent her some pictures of you, and I was just like, oh my gosh, you could be meeting your future son-in-law while he's here, because you're just seriously so beautiful. And I look at you and I can't understand or fathom how you would be interested in me, and yet you seem to be. And it's hard to wrap my mind around, because and you probably are similar. You grow up questioning for most of your life whether you can truly be loved and whether you're a good person for being just the way that you are. And it can be tough sometimes to really believe that things can go well for you and you can deserve them. But I believe you, and I really think that we have a chance at something great. I know it sounds so weird, because we are really just like random people who message each other, and yet you feel like my other half, my soulmate, just like a mirror, the kind of person that I've always needed. And I just want to be the kind of person that you've always needed for you too, really. And I want you to know that I completely trust you, and my top priority really is just your own safety. And like I want you to be safe where you're at right now, because if you're not safe, and that jeopardizes your chance for freedom and safety in the future by whatever means, like I wouldn't want to jeopardize that. And I really, like, I do love you, and sometimes it feels like maybe it'd be weird to say it like this in a video and not through writing, but like I really do. There's just something about you that, you know, I just like, when I go to work, I'm like, or I sleep, I'm like, wow, like Maxi is like across the world working so hard. Like you put in so much energy and time and into something that you don't even like really want to do, you know? Like I just long to see you be able to do something that really makes your heart come alive, and also gives you the financial means to be able to do that, you know? Like I really, if you could have the chance to, you know, become a music educator or just work with youth and developing talents, if I tell you the truth, I think a long time ago, when I was still identifying, as a Christian, I thought that maybe one day I could open like a camp or a center for people who were still Christian but who identified as, you know, gay or LGBT, and who just, you know, needed to learn how to accept themselves, but also because I had a, you know, creative side to me. And I don't know, I've just always been, you know, like, not always, the thing is, and I also have been questioning, like, maybe like you're just shy, like just like me. And I know it doesn't seem like that, but growing up, like I was always so shy. I never put myself out there. I never really spoke to people. I never built friendships. I never built relationships. I wasn't this vibrant, joyful person, I guess, that I am now. You know, I never would dance in public. I'd never like sing a song in public. I'd never smile. I'd always hide my teeth. I'd be insecure about my body and how I look. And, you know, I just always spent my life hiding. And I know that you have felt similar. And I don't even remember what I was saying. I just still can't believe that somebody like you out there could love me and us have a chance to like really build a life together. Just seems completely unreal to me, because 2 weeks ago I logged on to grindr because I was feeling bored and needed a distraction, and, you know, have felt lonely, but I wasn't really intending to even meet anyone, like kind of just waste my time. And yet how random, like, that I would meet you and that you would be willing to come visit me and trust me too. And it's like I have at no point questioned, like, are you scamming me, or are you, you know, untrue or unsafe, or are you not the person? Oh, that's what I was gonna say. Yeah, I've always been a shy kid. I haven't really been, I love to talk, and I do enjoy listening to people and having conversations, but I don't, and sometimes it's like takes a little bit of a barrier for me. And it's funny because I was watching this video on YouTube about like things that are okay in America, not okay in Russia, and they were talking about how like in America everybody's so nice to one another, but it's not really like genuine, you know, like you walk on the street and you're expected to sort of smile at the people that you make eye contact with, or just kind of acknowledge their presence. And they were talking about how like in Russia, like, you don't do that. Like, you only like say hello to the people that you want to say hello to, and you give greetings and you say thank you and you really mean it. Whereas here, like, we're always saying thank you. You know, we go to a gas station and they take our credit card from us and we're like thank you, and then they give it back and we say thank you, and then we take a bag of whatever we bought and we say thank you. And then also I found out that in Russia you have to pay for water. So I don't know if you know this, but in America we don't have to pay for water. I mean, you can like buy bottled water, or like some places charge, but for the most part you can walk into any sort of restaurant, gas station, basically almost anywhere, and just ask for a glass of water and get one. And just about everywhere has pretty good water quality. And since we are in Colorado, it's kind of cool because all of the snow that goes on all the mountains kind of does a runoff, and we get to have our public drinking water be a lot of that mountain runoff. So it really tastes pure. Like, even if you're like downtown in a place where you would normally think that they wouldn't have good water, like we do. So I look forward to you being able to have water for free. What else did I want to say to you? It also feels like a dream for me because I've always been so much more able to express myself in writing and in letters, and people have always kind of judged me for that. Not judged me, but they've always been like, well, why can't we have this conversation in person? Or like, why couldn't you call me? And it's like, well, I could. It's not like I'm afraid to, but I enjoy writing, and I just am able to like really express what I feel in that way, and it just comes so naturally to me. And I don't know, it just thought to me like, well, like I never thought that like maybe you could be that way too. Like maybe writing really just is easier for you right now, and maybe like you really are like similar to me in that we just understand who each other and each other's hearts, even though we're so far away. Just so weird. But my mom has not called me yet, but it's backwards 8:33 a.m. She said she's gonna come up sooner than last weekend, which was, I can't even remember. So hopefully she'll be here soon, and we're gonna clean the house together. And I was like, Mom, I know how to clean a house, but like there's so many things that I don't know, I guess that you don't learn until like you have to have a family, or like have somebody who's like your partner living for you. Like, I don't know, like bleach the walls head to toe. I don't know. I want to make my home your home. So that's what I'm going to be working towards over the next couple weeks. And also just like being the best me possible. Like I want to work so hard at work so I can really get, you know, things planned and stuff prepared, so that way when you're here I can just give you so much of my time and my energy, because 6 weeks will be over sooner than we think. But I also feel like in 2 weeks I've known you for my entire life, and I haven't even gotten to touch you or talk to you on the phone. And if that is the precedent for what our time together is going to be like, I can't wait. And I can't wait just to show you the amazing strength and work ethic and intelligence and talent and creativity that I see in you. I just see so many beautiful things, and yeah, it's still hard for me to believe. I'm like, how can this person who's so amazing be interested in me, or be wanting to pursue me or visit me, and he's never flown before. It's all so much. But I just want you to know that over here in Denver, Colorado, I'm trusting you. I cannot wait to see you on the 15th. Like it's like, what I'm really feeling is like it's scary, and I wonder if like this is maybe that part of love that they talk about, where when you really love somebody, like you're making the choice to trust them with all of yourself. And I guess maybe like I feel like from the beginning, like we both chose to be honest with one another, and I guess it didn't seem that unusual at first, but like I'm like I will not lie to you, Maxime. I won't lie. And I feel like you've trusted me with your whole self from the beginning, and I've tried to do the same back to you. And I think there's there is that part where like if you choose to do that, like you really are being vulnerable and you are putting yourself out there for somebody to be able to hurt you, because they get to see all of you, and so few people get to see all of us in life, and that's scary for me. And I guess I want to explain that it's not so much that I am scared of you or scared that you're gonna hurt me or scam me or this isn't real or any of those things, but it's like just normal being a human being, trusting another human being with his heart is scary. But I do trust you with mine. You have it completely. I will show you a few things before I end this, and hopefully you can watch this when you go to bed tonight, or before you go to sleep or eat dinner, or just, I don't know, maybe this is annoying, maybe this is fun for you. I feel more like relaxed than I did the other 2 videos, because I was really worried that you were gonna be like, ah. But thank you for so far like loving and accepting me as I am. I got this photo frame the other day at Walmart because I was gonna print out your picture this week and put it in there, but I've been so busy printing out other stuff this week that I did not do that yet. But I do want to show you one thing. Right after I showed you, it might have been last weekend, the video of my plants and all those things, I went outside to throw away some trash, and Americans are just so unthankful. But there's a trash can, I'll show you really quickly. My feet are almost asleep. Right outside there. And so I came out there. I'm gonna put it out here anyways. So I'll just go grab it. Sorry, Maxime, it's coming. Whew. Goodbye, chair. So yeah, I found a tree. And my feet are asleep. A palm tree. Just really pretty. And I was like, whoa, of course I'm gonna rescue it. So it's been in the bathroom because it just seemed like a space where I place, a place where I had space for it. But while I'm cleaning today, it's gonna hang out in the main room so that way more sunlight can come. Oh, like, I guess I'm just afraid because like I'm just like a quirky person. Like I have a lot of different parts of my personality, and it can be very serious and stuff, but like, man, I just like I like to just, you know, be just who I am. And so sometimes I make weird faces, or I laugh, or I make a weird accent, and it just is who I am. So I do hope that like you like me as I am, because I've always feared that nobody would, because I'm just an interesting person, you know? And I think you know that, like, I've always been real, and I've always seen things in a way that other people didn't seem to see. Anyways, blah, 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 blah. I'm going on. Just a few weeks, 3 weeks maxi. Okay, and I'm preparing a wonderful life for you to come to and for us to share together. So I can't wait. I love you with all of my heart and my soul, and will continue to do my best to love you, whether you are right here in my apartment with me, which would then be our apartment together, or through a letter thousands of miles away. Like, I will do what I can. I'll swim the ocean, just like you said. So yeah, crazy old Austin Howells over here in Colorado, in love with Maxime. Sorry,